Hola, hola, beautiful people. So as promised, I'm here and I'm going to guide you through a short warm-up that you can utilize whenever. Right when you first get out of bed, if you want to add some movement before a workout in the middle of the day, after sitting for a few hours, before you go to bed, anything like that. It's simple. You don't need any equipment, just your body, and a little bit of time and a little bit of space, but I'll show you how you can do it with a small amount of space as you see here. So the first thing I want to say is always move within your means. Make sure that you're not pushing your body past anything. If something doesn't feel right, don't do it, or take it slow, and move it in a way that does feel good. We're not wanting to stretch anything to where it's hurting or you're feeling too much pulling. This is just to warm up, just to get the blood moving so you feel good and you get some movement into your day. So first things first, I like to start with small movements. So I'll start with my elbows and I'll just start making circles. I usually do, depending on the day, like 8 to 10 in each direction. Sometimes I want to do 15 if I'm really feeling tight, but I'll go both directions. So in and out. And then after that, I'll use my full arm and swing all the way up and around, forward, making sure that you're breathing through all of this. Don't hold your breath. All the way forward. You'll probably hear some popping in your shoulders and backwards. Taking it nice and easy, nice, huge circles. Relaxing those shoulders on the way down, bringing them up on the way up. So yeah, perfect. From there, I'll move to my hips. I'll get a nice wide base, shoulder to hip width. From there, hands on my hips, and I'm just going, pretending like you're hula hooping, but a little bit more. Just moving your hips around in a circle. You'll probably hear my hips and knees and ankles and everything pop. It's just getting things moving. I've been sitting for a little bit today, so this is nice to do right now. Go the other direction as well. And make sure to do the same amount on each side. This requires a lot of mindfulness too, which is another thing that I like about this, is it requires you to stay present in your body. So another reason to do this as well. Next, we're going to move up to our torso. So same thing. I kind of like getting a more narrower stance with this. So probably around shoulder width. Make sure you're standing nice and straight, and you're going to try your best not to move your lower body. You just want to move your upper body. So just moving around like so, making a circle with the top of your head. Think both directions. I'm going to show you from the side what this looks like. So just moving around. We're not trying to do any of this. We're just making circles. Other direction. Make sure that you're listening to your body and only going as far as you can. This is really difficult for me after I had surgery, but it still felt nice. So, and I couldn't move all of the way that I can now. My range of motion was limited. So listen to your body and pay attention to that because that's important. So, all right. So we did arms. We've done torso, we did hips. So now we're going to move into a little bit more dynamic movements. So these can be done walking, like if you have a path, you can go down your hall, you can go down your sidewalk, whatever you want to do, and do these. But what you're going to do, and also to modify, if you don't have the best balance, and some days my balance is not good, you want to find something that you can hold on to, whether it's a wall, or whatever, your husband, your partner, something that you can hold on to that's sturdy. So what you're going to be doing is you're going to come up onto one leg, you're going to hold on to your knee, and you're going to try to reach for your ankle. And you're going to pull that knee up, and right back down. You're going to switch. You can grab ankle first and then knee, pull up. You're just going to switch. Nice and easy. Again, go with whatever means you have. Feel where your body is at. Just because I'm able to move at this position, at this speed, does not mean that you should also. Take your time, listen to your body. This is really good for helping to open up your hips, getting some movement in there. I know my hips get a little achy when I sit down for too long, so this one is one of my favorites. And I'll show you from the side as well. So if you're grabbing your knee, ankle, pulling up. Switching to the other side, knee, ankle, pulling up. And again, make sure your spine is nice and long. If you have to bend over to kind of get your ankle and your knee, or whatever you can grab, even if it's just knee and shin, that's fine too. Just make sure at the top of the movement, you're standing nice and straight up. And take your time in switching, making sure that you have a nice strong base. I always tell people whenever they're doing squats or anything like this, find 3 points of contact in your foot, your big toe, your little toe, and your heel. So after you've done that one, another one to warm up quads, your butt, a little bit of your back. You're going to, I'll show you this actually from the back. You're going to cross your leg, grab the top of your foot if you can, and you're going to bring that hand, bring it right up. So you want to stretch and switch. Grab that top of the foot, gather yourself, and stretch yourself nice and high up. I'll show you from the front. And these ones, sometimes it's hard for people to grab the top of their foot, which is fine. It's a lot of times too, I'll have people hold on to something or hold on to something with that arm that's going to come up. Get their base, grab that foot, and then from there you can kind of bring yourself up. And if possible, you can reach up. If not, just focus on finding that nice stretch and getting your foot and feeling that stretch in the top of your quad. So this is really going to help to stretch it and wake up this muscle here, which is your quad muscle, quadriceps. And then you want to make sure that you're always doing both sides. And if you want to make it a little bit more, once you're able to kind of go through the movements, really think, push that hip back and make sure that both knees are in line with each other. You're going to stretch it nice and high and kick into that hand that has your foot, and you'll feel even more of a stretch here and even in the front of your shin. So again, I'll show you in each direction, in the front, from the side, and the rear. So grabbing your foot, getting your balance, bringing yourself up, other side, grabbing your foot, standing nice and straight, reaching nice and high. From the side, we are here, foot, reach up, right back down. Make sure to breathe, always breathe. Good. Perfect. And make sure to hold onto a wall. Again, these can be done walking. They can be done holding onto something, the wall, anything that is stable. Make sure not to hold onto like a door or something that's going to move all over the place. It's going to throw you even more off balance. So the third walking variation that we can do is going to be a hamstring and glute and back stretch. This one is probably my favorite. I really like this one a lot because my posterior chain, everything back here tends to get a little tight for me, especially when sitting, upon waking, before a workout. It's nice to just make sure that all that is firing and feels good. So what you're going to do is you're going to bring one foot in front. One knee is going to be bent. One leg is going to be straight. You're going to reach your hands down. You're going to push your hips back. Come up. You should feel a nice little stretch in this hamstring in the straight leg. And you're going to reach up and come on to your tippy toe of the leg that was bent. And then if you can also do this walking, and if you would take a step forward and do the same thing. So I'm going to scoot back and pretend like I just did. So now this leg is going to be bent. This one is going to be straight. My hips are coming back. I'm hinging, reaching up. And then you can circle your arms around just for a little bit more shoulder. So I'll show you from the side. Leg comes forward. This knee is bent. So when you're hinging, your hips are coming back. And you should feel a nice stretch. You're reaching and coming around. You can walk forward or just switch legs. Opposite knee is bent. The other one is straight. You're hinging those knees back, or your hips back. And around. One more time from the side. Hinging Switch. And these are really nice to do without athletic shoes on, so you can feel the floor. It's really nice, and it helps you get your balance. So whenever I'm doing these, I always try to do them in these little slider things, which probably aren't the best idea, or just with socks on, or bare feet if you like that as well. But these are mainly the exercises that I use for my warm-up. I will implement a couple of other things depending on what I'm doing for the day or how things are feeling. But I will probably be sharing a couple of those too if you guys would like to see those. Or if you want more warm-ups for certain parts of your body, let me know, and I'll be more than happy to share all of what I do, at least for warm-ups with that. But I hope that helps. Utilize this in any part of your day whenever you need a little bit of a warm-up. Write them down, put a sticky on your wall somewhere. They're really nice. They're really easy. You can progress really nice with them, but always make sure to listen to your body, only do what you're able to do, and have fun, most importantly. Hope this helps.